evening, everybody! Happy Sunday! Once again. How was your 2 hours, huh? Seeing a lot of each other, huh? Once again. How was your 2 hours? What did I eat? I had like this, here, let me turn on my hand cam, actually. I had this, like, I don't even know what it is. Dude, you can you see how low this is? It's supposed to be, like, up here. But the little screw thing is, kind of sagging. I think I need to tighten it, the bolts, a little bit more, but I don't have the right piece. Anyways, so if you hear me bumping into the mic a lot, that's why. Anyways, I had, like, this little, I don't even know what to call it. It was like a little, I had it from a bakery, Mexican bakery, and it was like super flaky, and it was in like this circle shape. It was really good, covered in sugar. It was really yummy. I enjoyed it. And then I had a bag of chips, and I had onigiri that I made like 2 days ago with some leftover salmon. But to be honest, that salmon was like kind of greasy, so my onigiri was falling apart the entire time. Kind of made a bit of a mess on the couch, so it's okay. We cleaned it up. Anyways, if you like to mark yourself present for today's Succession recap, let me see. I want to see some charts in the chat, alright? Because I'm going to be asking you some questions on some characters. I want to get a feel for how everybody's feeling about all the characters. So let me see some charts in the chat. Yeah, up or down, whichever one you feel. Irons, welcome. Good afternoon, evening-ish. I mean, what do you guys consider evening? To me, 5 o'clock is evening, so we're well into the evening according to my watch. All the stuff that I have on my watch. Wait, can I show you? Just don't accidentally show any notifications. Oh. There you go. I feel like it's like too much information. But at the same time, I like having everything at a glance, I guess. I have the weather, I have the clock, I have my stress level, I have the sunrise and sunset. I do that so that way I can feel like I don't waste too much daylight hours, but I have not really looked at that too often. I have my heart rate, and I have my next alarm. I have, how many steps have I taken today? The bar looks like it says 0. Anyways. Yeah, kind of Kendall Roy core. I feel like Kendall Roy, I don't feel like any of the Roys would have a smartwatch though. Not even a nice one. But I do feel like if anybody were to have a smartwatch, I feel like our neurotic king Kendall Roy might. he'd be having to, like, you know, see everything. He'd be like, okay, what's the pulse? What are the optics looking like? He'll be checking his emails on here. I don't know. Maybe if he was like $1 billion less rich. It's booming time. after an evening. Anyways, Ians, welcome. Dennis, hello. I hope you're having a lovely evening so far. Greg, hello. Eric, welcome. Oh, a pie chart. Oh, I see. Getting creative there. I like the pie charts. My favorite charts to do in school, I don't know. I think I like the bar graph. I think with the bar graph was nice because you get out the ruler and then you can color in all the bars, all the different colors. I think a bar graph was pretty up there for me. What do you even call like the zigzag chart? I feel like I want to call it a point chart because you put down some points and then connect the line. I would say that I think I like that one less than the pie graph, to be honest. But anyway, Suck Sundays, wearing my one and only Succession merch. You know what's funny? I bought this off of, I think it was Etsy or something. I bought this right after the finale. Got it off of Etsy, and because I saw, you know, cousin Greg, he had the watch parties at his bar, and I saw a picture of him serving drinks at his bar. He had a shirt like this. I was like, I didn't know they had a shirt like this out. So I bought one off of Etsy. There's a couple of designers who are selling like the same kind of design. So I don't know like where the original one was from, but literally after I bought this, the guy closed down his shop. So I was kind of like sad that I didn't want this color. I wanted it to be like a little bit darker, but and B, it's like, so I don't know, the color seems washed out, but this is like quite literally one of my favorite sweaters. So does its job. You know, the thing's not falling off or anything. I've watched this plenty of times since the finale. It does its job. Anyways. Today we're talking episodes 3 and 4 of my personal favorite TV show of all time, Succession. Yarr. Let's see. So we watched episodes 3 and 4. Let me look at my calendar. when do we watch them? I wanted to have like a PowerPoint prepared, but I kind of forgot about it until I sat down. So I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to do that every week. So we won't have one this week, but next week we should have one. I think especially because for me, like season 1, I love it. I love this show, but like I said, things start really ramping up in season 2, and I think that's when you can really start like suckling on all the morsels of things that you get, because they really hit their stride. So I'm thinking today we'll do a little recap and chat, and one of my favorite things was looking through the Succession subreddit, so I thought maybe we could look through them together, not just jog our memories a bit on what happened in every episode, but also get other people's like takes and interpretations, because that's like one of my favorite things about this show, is that all the characters are really like, you know, layered. The performances are really good, so it's like there's a lot of subtext and I guess subtleties that some people might pick up on or interpret differently than others. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's what makes the show really fun, the discussing part. The discussing brothers. That'll be us. That's us. Tom and Greg are the disgusting brothers. We are the discussing brothers. Okay, all right. Starting off with episode 3. Oh wait, before I do that, shall I make a little bit of an announcement? Why did I say it in a voice like that, dude? Why did I say it like that? I would like to wait. Allow me to grab thy ear for un momento. I, Mamana Boomi, may have a little announcement for thy boomers of the Boomi land. Thy may have noticed on the Welcome to Lucid Multimedia American VTuber agency official X account. Can I like crop this bottom stuff out, dude? Anyways, we have a few announcement out. Haha. I'm so bad at being sincere, dude. I'm not good with sincerity. Do I have to log in? Wait, let me grab the tweet. Let me grab the link, the direct link. Do I have to log in and see this shit, man? On the Lucid Multimedia Twitter, we are promoting a little something for Venus. Here, let me get the link and we can watch it. And I'll promote it a little bit, and then we'll talk about the show, and then I'll do a little bit promotion at the end again, okay? wait, don't play audio. Ah! Is it loud? Is it loud? I want to full screen it. There we go, so we can all see. Ugh, I don't know what's worse, hell or New York City subways. Oh, is this my way out?
Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, being idol sounds like fun.
All around me are familiar faces.
Manga nara. Wait, an idol audition? Is it too late for me to start over? Let's do this!
Let's do this! Okay, Fred Flintstone, we get it. When I watched it, I was like, man, TNA's voices are so cute. I literally recorded this after I came home from Fantastic Four. It was like 11:30, 11:45. I was like, damn, I got work tomorrow too. I sat down, I recorded it real fast. Anyways, what could possibly be happening? Oh my god, he gave me such a weird flyer. Let's see. So you see, can you read the 9 flyers or they're gonna make me log in? Fuck you! I mean, sorry, that's not very idol-like. Fudge you! Oh my god. Okay, just go to my Twitter. I have retweeted both of them if you want to see the poster and the poster specifically for me. Yeah, and the girl group. What could possibly be happening? New girl group, Venus is in town. Oh my gosh. Who could possibly be in this unit? Who could possibly be these silhouettes? I don't know. We have more announcements coming in, seeping in your way, so look forward to it. It'll be very exciting. Ooh. I hope it'll be a very fun time for everyone. Is that the pizza rat? Believe it or not, yeah. The pizza rat. I wanted to get the chopped cheese rat instead, but he was busy. He was already booked, so we got the pizza rat, which is fine. You know, he's more of a legacy character. We wanted to bring like fresh new faces and like young blood, young talent onto the set, but it just wasn't working out. So we got the pizza rat instead of instead of the chopped cheese rat. Yeah, spending big bucks on the celebrity cameos, yeah. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. For more stuff coming out on that. That'll be really fun. That's it. We have our Logan Roy meme right here. You guys are gonna have to wait a bit to get to that part. But let's go ahead and actually, I think I wanna. No, I think it'll be fine. I think I'll be okay. I think I want to hide this meme again. So I want to look at the Reddit. Shut up, Reddit. Zoom in. Zoom in. Alright. Okay, can you guys read that? I can't tell because it's like the preview is really small on my screen, so it just kind of looks like dots. I can't tell if it's like actually legible for you guys or not. I could probably zoom in a little bit more. Like this? No. That looks awful. Like this? I still can't tell. If you can't read it, it's okay. I'll read it out loud for it. This one is Succession Season 1, Episode 3, Lifeboats. We watched this one not last Sunday, but the Sunday before, on July 20th. Yeah? Wasn't it? First and second? No. Okay, whatever. We watched it a couple weeks ago. Okay, so the synopsis. With Wasteler stock plunging into dangerous lows, Kendall is confronted with a major crisis involving a secret bank debt. Meanwhile, upset with Marcia for pulling rank in the Roy apartment, Shiv decides to enlist an old paramour to conduct a background check on Logan's third wife. Kendall and Roman attend their first big meeting in their new roles, as do Tom and Greg, and Kendall tries to convince Rava to give their marriage a second chance. Oh yeah, this was the unusually horn dog episode, I remember. Let's see. Let me get my coasters. I think having these coasters out would be a good way to chat about everybody. But we do have a Jerry coaster. Jerry, I think, is like more of a fan favorite, which is why she gets her own coaster. I mean, I guess she does get a slightly bigger role. You just see more of her, but we're just gonna put her to the side. She's a fan favorite. Okay, so if you remember, Logan, he put the company into a massive amount of debt. What was it? $3 billion of debt? And you know, he's getting old. He's getting old, and I mean, that's really it. Making bad decisions. We see in the later episodes, especially like the last two that we watched, that he wants to buy more legacy media companies, like local news stations. And Roman and Kendall are like, dude, what the fuck? Legacy media stations? Like, yeah, that stuff is fucking dying. Why would he want to buy that? I don't know. Our dad's dumb. He's old and he's dumb. Right? But yeah, $3 billion in debt. Wait, I clicked on the chat again. I hate this pop-up. I can never make it go away. Okay. Bring me lifeboats. Yeah, the lifeboat speech. So in episode 3, Logan is still in his coma, right? So he's kind of like knocked out. Kendall is under the full assumption that he's gonna be running this ship for a while. Jerry comes in. She's like, by the way, I have something to tell you. What is it? Yeah, so your dad put us in massive amounts of debt, so when the stock market's open and they hear about your dad like being incapacitated and you're in charge and you kind of have like a bit of a druggy like reputation. What do you mean a druggy reputation? And you know, I think the stocks are gonna plummet. So when the stock market opens and our price per share goes below $130, that means the guys who lent us the money can just ask for all of it back. And it looks like that's gonna happen in a matter of hours. So good luck. Have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you at work. By the way, don't kill yourself. And he's like, wah, 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 wah. But yeah, he goes into the meeting, you know, they call everybody in. Kendall is appointed as CEO interim. His brother Roman is appointed as COO in the interim. And they're like, you know what? We are brothers. We can do this. We're young. We're fresh. We got the talent. People like us. I think we got this in the bag. They go into the meeting. Kendall is like, hey guys, they have their whole like the CEOs of like all their subsidiaries there. They're having a meeting basically as like the top dog of like the people who are holding the umbrella. They're like, hey, Walter, cough cough BuzzFeed, we need you guys to be our lifeboat. ATN, cough cough Fox News, we need you guys to be our lifeboats. Lifeboats. Lifeboat. I don't know why I'm saying bolt. Lifeboat. Remember that movie with the dog? Was it Miley Cyrus in that movie? Anyways. CEO interim. Sounds like me. It sounds like Kendall too. Actually, Kendall alcoholism. I know he's straight edge, but I'm trying to think, like, do we really see him like getting drunk in the show? I think he's more of a hardcore party boy. He's skiing and other things. maybe a little Hunter Biden core, this guy. We have yeah, he's telling all of their like subsidiaries, like, you guys are going to have to, he's just giving them a motivational speech. You guys are gonna have to lock in, make us some money, because, you know, we want to be profitable, we want to be good. But he does manage to get rid of Daddy's big old debt because he calls in his buddy Stewie Hosseini. I'm gonna use this guy as Stewie. By the way, this is my tiger friend. His name is Steve. I got him at the exchange when I was in Hawaii for my demon training. I've had him for, I don't know, maybe like 20 years at this point. He's very cute. I used to, on the school bus, I used to make him do like a little crazy dance and make all the kids next to me laugh. Anyways, this is Steve. Steve, you're gonna be playing Stewie Hosseini for us today, right? You gonna knock it out the park? Do you have anything to say? Okay, alright. Alright. The Kendall, he calls in his friend Stewie, and they've been friends since college. They're college buddies. Kendall is like, hey, I think Stewie is in like what, venture capitalism or like private equity. He can tie people who need money to people who have a lot of money and are looking to spend it, essentially. So Kendall goes to his old college buddy Stewie for help. Stewie is like, yeah, I mean, sure, yeah, whatever, yeah, I got you, buddy, I got you, I can get you out of the debt, but you are gonna have to give me a board seat by D-Way. And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. At the end of that episode, I don't know if that was episode 3 or what, but Stewie is at the park with this old man. Let's get an old man. Let's say this one. An old man named Sandy. If you remember earlier in that episode, Sandy was talking to Kendall, and he's like, yeah, so your stocks are doing shit, huh? Uh-huh. And then, I don't really remember. But basically, Sandy and Logan don't like each other. They're just two old dude rivals. But yeah, you see them at the park. They're hanging out, buddy, chit-chatting. Greg's walking by at the park. He's like, wait a second, I know that Stewie guy. I saw him hanging out with Kendall earlier. He looks like he's gonna say something, but he doesn't say something. He just keeps walking by, and it's really awkward. But yeah, that's who Kendall's working with. He's working with his college friend, who seems to be working with Logan's little rival, but we'll see how that plays out. But he's like, yeah, don't worry, buddy, I can get rid of that debt for you. Just make sure I get that board seat, and we should be all good. Yeah, no problem, brother. And then, good, $3 billion of debt. No longer Kendall's problem. He's off the hook for that. I know, camera focus, come on. Let's see. I mean, yeah, let's talk about Shiv. What's going on in Shiv's world? If you know, Shiv and Tom just got engaged. Mwah, mwah, mwah. But is it mwah, mwah, mwah? Because she's like, you know what? I am going to get a background check on my dad's sus wife. So she hires Nate, and this whole time I was thinking, like, who does Nate look like? Oh my god, he looks like BJ Novak from The Office, Ryan from The Office, like. And so she calls up Ryan from The Office, who is also another one of Kendall's buddies. They used to date, Nate and Shiv. They used to date. They used to be, I wouldn't say like madly in love. I gotta keep track of the time. Oh my god. But they used to date. And they broke up for whatever reason. Why? I fear that it may be like Shiv's, you know, her superiority complex, you know? And maybe like Nate just didn't like make her feel worshipped enough. Who knows? But whatever reason, they broke up. But they still can't keep each other's hands off of each other. Rah, 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 rah. I remind you 10 minutes before? Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you. My watch should tell me 15 minutes before, too. So I think, actually, can you tell me in 5? No. Yeah, 10. 10's better. 10 is better. But yeah. So they are rendezvousing. She gets the background check that she needs, and she thinks, oh, Marcia's so sus. And then Marcia comes up to her, and she's like, by the way, if you like have any questions that you want to ask, you just say it to my face. Basically being like, I know that you're digging in here. Like, don't be sus about it. Like, you just ask me, dude. Like, we're family, right? It seems like to Marcia, family is like a really big thing, because she does invite, I'm going so out of order with this, but she does invite Greg's grandpa to Thanksgiving, who his grandpa really hates Logan. If Logan is like your typical like Fox News grandpa, I would say Ewan, Greg's grandpa, is like your friend that's too woke. You know, they're both on opposite sides of the spectrum. But regardless, they both have each other's back, as we will talk about. Shoot. Okay. There's so much to talk about. We just 4 episodes to catch up on. Shiv is still starting to see Nate. They're hanging out a little bit more. She's telling Nate to come work for her candidate. Nate's saying, no, I think you should work for Gil Evis. Gil is like so, you know, he's got it in the bag. He could be president, I think. And you want to work for a president, right? That would be so prestigious. Yeah, and then was it Attorney General? My Attorney General lady, her husband did have that whole butthole scandal, so I guess I'll think about it. I think that's where they're at right now. They still haven't boned. He did sleep over at her hotel, but she kept him on the couch and is, you know, being like, we should be good people, you know, I'm getting married soon. He's like, oh, really? What a coincidence. Me too. Oh, yeah. So, no. And that's basically what's going on. Yeah, okay, let me just go ahead and let's read some of these comments for episode 3, which I gave a multi-episode sort of all over the place recap. But yeah, maybe there's like some interesting points in episode 3. We'll in the discussion thread, we'll look at some of the comments. When Kendall first comes in to give the meeting with all of their subsidiary like CEOs and stuff, this quote is a fan favorite. Oops. Just wanted to gather you all here together. Just wanted to gather you all together Just wanted to gather you all together early in my tenure to say, yo. Yo. Haha. Ha, what a douche. Lifeboats. Woo! This one, Tom is so fucking creepy. The way he treats Greg is the highlight of the episodes for me. I really hope the roles shift at some point and Tom finds himself working for Greg. I also love how they call him Cousin Greg, like he's a member of the Addams family. I said this once and I'll say it many times again. For the first like 3 episodes, I had such bad face blindness that I could not differentiate Tom with Greg, and no, I couldn't consolidate Tom with Greg and Tom with everybody else as the same character because he acted so wildly different. I wasn't until like a little bit later I was like, wait a second, that's the same guy who's acting like such a pussy to everybody else. What? Why is he bullying Greg? But you can see why. It's the whole boss yells at husband yells at wife yells at kid yells at cat. And Greg is the cat. How you separate the episodes in your head is beyond me. I know. I don't even think that I separate them in my head, to be honest, except for episode 7. Episode 7 is like contained in Tom's bachelor party. So that one's like really easy. I think maybe later on too, but like these first few seasons, I binged season 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 I watched as it was airing. So because I binged it, like it just all blends together. It's all one story. This is a really long movie. Let's see. This person says, I'm rooting for Kendall. Roman and Shiv are total brats. Me too. Kendall is clearly trying to do his best. Let's see. Here. Oh, I should have done... Oh, maybe I could do a Q&A. Okay. Let's see. Who is your stock up... Wait. chart. And stock down chart. The characters so far. Okay, not entirely sure what I mean by this question, but feel free to let me know who, I don't know, stock up is just like who is like A, do you think is gonna win, or what character do you like, or like, you know, who are you investing in as a character? Stock down, who is kind of like getting negative points on your board so far? I like to see that. So feel free to leave that in the Q&A. I should have done that a lot earlier in the stream. I didn't think about it. My bad. Let's go to the next episode. What's the next episode synopsis? I feel like I probably didn't even need a synopsis. Oh, of course. The next episode is the butter is too cold. You know what's sad? You know what's sad? All of the kids get a... Wait, that's Tom. All of the kids get a coaster. But where's Connor? Where's the Connor coaster? We get a Jerry coaster instead. We don't get a Connor coaster. The forgotten child. Okay, season 1, episode 4. Sad Sack Wasp Trap is the company's annual foundation gala fundraiser is approaching. So Kendall polishes up his speech while enlisting an on-air personality from the Waystar's ATV networks to accompany him. So if you remember, he was getting his speech ready because he was still under the impression that Dad was sick. Dad is still sick, but he decides to suck it up because A, he's thinking like, I think my son is being kind of sus. He really seems like he wants to, like, you know, box me out of my job after I told him like, hey, you're like not running the company anymore. But Dad, I said I changed my mind. So he goes to the Rekni, I think that's what it was called, the gala that they are hosting. And you know, Connor is going around and he tells Logan that, oh yeah, I think Kendall, he was gonna like announce that you're gonna be like retiring or something. He's like, what the fuck? So instead of Kendall giving his speech, he's like, no, I'm gonna do the speech, because Kendall was gonna, like, you know, kind of make it all about him and like being the CEO and stuff and like taking over for his dad. Logan's like, no, fuck that, I want the spotlight. So he musters up all his strength to go ahead and do that shit. And I mean, yeah, he pulls it off. He says, oh, I am not retiring, by the way. I'm actually coming back. Starting today. What? He comes back. So, from episode 4 on, Logan is back on the job after having a brain hemorrhage or something. Let's see. Meanwhile, Shiv tries to minimize damage from a sordid photo. That was the little her attorney general candidate, her husband leaked a butthole photo that threatens a client's political future. Tom inherits a virus from his predecessor. Oh yeah, that's a big one we didn't talk about either. Tom, he gets the virus. He gets sucked into the death pit. Basically, this is not the same old man that Stewie works for. It's the other old man who was working at the, what was it, like head of ATN. I think that's what Tom is doing now. But he is, you know, retiring. He's like, hey, psh, by the way, Tom, I have a secret to tell you. Come with me over here. What? So they go into a secret place, closes the door. Okay, all right, so Wi-Fi is turned off. Nobody is listening. We're on a private network. I have so much stuff to give you, and I think you just gotta get rid of it. Don't look into it, but I can tell you what it is. I think I want to know what it is. Like, what am I getting myself into? Well... back in the day, we had a guy who worked for our cruise lines, and he wasn't that good of a person. He would tell, the dancers to like, give them like BJs and whatever, and he would extend their contracts on the cruises. He was a real nasty little sex pest guy. It wasn't just that though. There was like hush money. Maybe a couple of people died. But it's okay. It's okay because I know it. I'm okay. You know it. You're okay. And now you are going to get rid of it for us, for the company. What have I gotten myself into? I feel like I'm playing with my dolls. So Tom, he's trying to get rid of the virus. He's pacing around, but he can't tell anybody about the virus because, I can't tell anybody because I'm going to incriminate them, and I'm already incriminated, and I want to tell somebody because it's the right thing to do. But I can't. Wah, wah. Hey, Mr. Tom. Mr. Boss Tom. Oh. It's so corny doing this. Oh, I think I have an idea. Hey, Greg. Hey, do you have a second, buddy? Look, dude, this is so cringe. Do you have a second, buddy? Yeah, sure. What's up, dude? Well, I have, let's see, a virus, and I need to get rid of it, and I think that you are the perfect person, for the job. Basically, he tells Greg, everything, and, he's like, dude, there's files over there, I need you to go shred them. I can't shred them because, like, I can't be incriminated in this. I think you should shred it, and if you do it, then I owe you one. I don't want to do it, but I guess I will. So, he does go and shred all the paper. Greg is, what is it? He's chopping it up. He's chopping it up. It's Thanksgiving, right? Greg just comes back. This is the third old man. We'll use this guy as Ewan. Greg is coming back, third old man, driving. A 12-hour car ride. So would you like me to put on some music, or maybe we can chat about something? No music. No chatting. Okay, it's a 12-hour car ride, but okay. So they're on the car ride. Yeah, he just comes back, drops his grandpa off for Thanksgiving. And he gets told to go leave the family event to go shred some incriminating documents. It's a little bit of a Watergate scenario, I think that's how he said. And yeah, he does that. He comes back. Tom is like, oh, my boy, my beautiful boy Greg. That's not what happened, but it could have. It should have. Yeah, he's like, you are now part of the family, which is ironic, I think. Like, sure, Tom has been spending more time with them, but Greg technically has the bloodline. Anyways, Greg is officially under Tom's wing. Tom is like, you were willing to put yourself on the line. You were a loyal one. And if I keep you under my eye, then you can't surpass me. So, yeah. Tom and Greg officially become a couple in this episode. Let me go ahead and read the so you see we've got 14 minutes left. Let me go ahead and read the discussion. Let's read the couple of comments. I really liked Kendall's jab at data mining algorithms. Oh, you bought a fridge last week? Now get 100 ads on new refrigerator. Nice algo, guys. That's honestly me when I'm like looking up work stuff. I wish that they could differentiate like what a, I don't know, like I don't want to see like work things, work products on my personal advertisement stuff. If you're gonna do targeted advertisements, like at least make it a little bit smarter so that, you know, like I don't know. Is the Discord for everyone or only channel members? Yeah, it's for everyone. It's for everyone. Come join. Hopefully my recap is sufficient enough. I think so. Let's see. The biggest thing I learned in this episode is Kendall is actually smarter than most people here think. And most of his small missteps or mistakes have been nerve related. Here as in people in the show, not here as in Reddit. Wait, most people... Oh, yeah, people in the show. Most people here think. Okay. Not standing up to his father after the pee. Intelligence about the buzzword company garbage. Getting super pissed about the date situation. He seems to be the only reasonably balanced kid, but is so far removed from everything he is missing all the smaller pivoting and positioning everyone around him is doing. The other media mogul speaking with the guy he got money from. Oh, yeah, that is... Stewie and Sandy, those two were in cahoots. The other media mogul with the guy he got money from, the way he handled the bank loan, etc. Let's see. The show has pleasantly surprised me and is doing a fantastic job portraying the layers involved in something of this magnitude, succession of company control. Most people wouldn't even think about. Oh, it's so cool to like read these things from 7 years ago after knowing how this whole show has unfolded. I don't think I've actually looked through the subreddit for the episode discussions because I was binging it at the time and I binged it like really fast. Like I watched it twice in like 3 weeks. Greg is making a move, y'all. Kind of proud. I have a feeling Greg plays dumb. However, he knows more about playing the game than he lets on. Also, I'm calling it now. There's going to be some big vote with the board at the end of the season, and he will be the deciding vote, and we will really see what he's made of. Oh, interesting prediction, because we know that it doesn't happen at the end of the season. Considering I have 10 minutes, let's move on to episode 5, and then I'll try to do this one really fast because I think episode 6 is sort of like where we really want to talk, right? At the last 10 minutes. Okay, after hearing Logan's plan to expand to local TV, yeah, that was Logan was like, hey, I'm back in business and the next thing I want to buy is he has all the money in the world. What will Logan Roy buy? Oh, I know. I want local television in the year of our Lord 2018. Wow. Bravo, Logan. Wow. What an amazing decision to make. The two kids are like, Dad's crazy, right? Yeah, fuck that. We can't let that happen. So Kendall is like, that's an insane idea. Dad also like pissed on my carpet in my office room. He suffered a brain hemorrhage. He's just not in good shape. I think that I should initiate a vote of no confidence against Dad. So he starts putting that in motion. This is the Thanksgiving episode where Greg chops up all the files. Greg drives his grandpa home. Grandpa Ewan and Logan, they're not on good terms, right? Because Logan is a classic Fox News grandpa. Grandpa Ewan is probably like classic NPR grandpa or something, right? So where's Kendall? Here's Kendall. Kendall is thinking like, okay, you know, I think I can convince Ewan to possibly like vote against my dad because they're not getting along. Like he's trying to like gather his eggs, right? Do the math and see who can he get on his side so that way he could get 5 votes against his dad. So that way he can exile his dad out of the company, be like, Dad, go to sleep, go back to bed, man. So he's talking to him. He's like, so yeah, you know, he's like kind of running the legacy to the ground. I think that I would be a better fit. Ewan is like, you blood-sucking little ungrateful little leech. I will never, ever go against my brother. You hear that? Heard. Something like that. I don't know. Either way, Ewan, he literally after Greg comes back from like shredding the files, he's in the elevator. Come on, Greg, let's go home. I just got here. Poor kid. But I think he refuses his grandpa. He's like, no, I think I'm gonna stay. Grandpa Ewan is mad. He thinks the whole family is just snakes, and he doesn't want to see his grandson get sucked up into that. But you know, some grandkids are disappointments, I guess. Moving on to the episode 6. Which side are you on? This one was a spicy episode. It is meaty. Thank you for the 10-minute oh, that was 3 minutes ago. Thank you for the reminder. Let's see. We might spill over a little bit, but it's okay because we'll head into the Discord right after this. I'll try not to keep it more than 5 minutes. But which side are you on? Episode 6 discussion with the vote of no confidence against Logan Imminence. He's got it. He's got the plan going. He has Jerry on board. Jerry is just like, because she hears about it. She's like, hey, so just FYI, I don't know like what's going on, but my allegiance is with the company, not like who heads the company, you know, but just like with the company in general. So if there's like something you think that would benefit the company, I would be keen to be privy to that information. Wink wink. Oh, I kind of want to overthrow my dad. You down for that? Yeah, sounds good. So she gets he has Jerry, he has Roman in on it. He has Frank and Carl, the other two old guys that are hanging out with Jerry. Those are Logan's, like, you know, Logan, Jerry, Frank, and Carl have been working together for like the last 20 plus years, right? Maybe even 30, I don't know, but for a long time. Let's see. So Roman tries to sway a neutral board member. Roman is tasked to go sway Lawrence Yee, the guy who owns Vaulter, because Vaulter guy, he hates Kendall. He thinks Kendall's a prick, which he is. So Roman's like, oh, well, he likes me. I think I can do it. And yeah, the Vaulter guy, he's like, yeah, you know, I'm down. I'm down to see what you guys have in store. I like you, Roman. I don't like your brother, but I like you. Let's see. While Kendall frantically shores up his yeah votes. Yeah or yay? Yay or nay? Yay votes? Anyways, Kendall's trying to, you know, get people to say yes. He, let's see. He, when they're on their way to the meeting, this was when, like, the tension really starts. They're on the way to the meeting. There's a terrorist attack, of all things, that block him off from getting back into the city. He's stuck in mad traffic. He can't take his helicopter anywhere, which I think that's like a really interesting thing to see, like how normalized like riding their private helicopter to just get wherever they want is for these guys. I think that was like an interesting way to show that, and that he's just like, oh, you know, he thinks that he could. When the helicopter pilot told him, like, no, I can't fly you out there, or else I would lose my license. Like, it would ruin my career. He's like, fuck that. I'll just pay for it. I'll pay for like every single like bit of damage that's gonna happen. If you have to retire, fuck it. I'll pay for it. Like, just get me over there. I don't care. The pilot was like, we'll literally be shot down. He had to tell Kendall that, like, if we do that, like, we're both dead. For Kendall to be like, all right, fuck it. Like, he runs after the taxi. He gets into the taxi car because he went to somebody's house to go visit them personally to try and convince them to vote against his dad. So, you know, he's valiant, is that the word that I want to use? He's trying to like wrangle up all of the people to be on his side, and like all of the investors and stuff, and he thinks that he has the number. The thing is, he's running late. And that's not that's not a good first step that you want to take when, you know, you're doing the whole board meeting. You don't want to be running late and stuff. But he's mega late. And he's like, Jerry, please, can you stall? She's like, fuck, okay, I'll try. So they start the meeting. Everybody is seated. Logan still doesn't know that they're planning to do like this surprise, hey, by the way, we're gonna vote to fire you today. So Kendall, he gets into the tunnel. He just starts booking it. He's like, fuck it, I'm stuck in this traffic. I need to run to the office as soon as possible. They have everybody seated in the entire room. Logan comes in. He's like, wow, full house today, huh? Everybody's showing up for the board meeting. That's really nice. Like, in person. That's sweet. He doesn't know what's going on. Let's see. Frank is trying to... let's see. Let's have this guy come in as Frank. Frank's trying to, like, you know, stall. He's like, okay, well, Logan's here. I think since we have a full house, we should do attendance. We should name everybody who's here. Let's start, Roman Roy. Present. Jerry. Present. You know, he's trying to buy as much time as he can. They even even then, there's still not enough time for Kendall to run over there. So he's just like, let's see, I think maybe we should skip this first point in the meeting and we could save it for next week. No, like what is this first point in the meeting? Performance issues? What are you guys talking about? Right? But then eventually Kendall, he's like, you know what, fuck it, like I'm gonna keep running to work and I'm just gonna have to call in, because if I don't do this now, the whole thing is gonna fall apart. If my dad knows that we are planning to do this, it's not gonna happen. So he calls in. He's like, hey, I want to do a vote of no confidence. Dad, I love you, but like, you know, you put us in so much debt and it's just not, it's not good. And yeah, everybody is there, right? All the board members are there. They're ready to vote and stuff. But I'm trying to like sit my stuffed animals down, but you can't even see it. So what's the point? All the board members are there, and they're all ready to vote. And he's like, okay guys, like did dad leave? Is dad? It's like, no, actually I'm sick, I'm old, I can't leave, I think I'm just gonna sit right here. And he's like staring everybody down, like, yo, you better not vote for me, you better not vote against me, right? That's exactly what happens. It takes a while for people to ease into it. And then Kendall's like, well, I mean, let's see. And then Frank's like, okay, I'll raise my hand. Frank raises his hand, and then after that, a couple more people raise their hands, and then Logan is like talking shit about them. And then, well, Stewie, he's like, even though he tells Kendall, like, yeah, sure, I got your back, he's just like, I don't know, it seems like a family problem, not really my business, abstain. Lawrence E does the same thing. He's like, yeah, not my business, abstain. So that already throws off like Kendall's math. That I think they ended the vote on a 4-4 because Roman also didn't back up his brother. Even though he concocted this plan with his brother, he did not back him up. So we're going to see the aftermath of that in episode 7. Yeah, Logan was like, it was a 4-4 vote. He's like, all right, Kendall, you lose. And by the way, everybody who voted against me, you're fired. You're done. Get out of here. It's time. Okay, I did it like just in time. So where we left off, Kendall is fired. Let's see, Jerry also abstained. She was just like, you know, I'm the general counsel, I can't give like a opinion, you know, blah blah blah. Like, she professionally smoothly exited herself from the situation she's in. Frank is fired. Let's see, some other like board members are fired. The big thing is Kendall betrayed by his brother. He's betrayed his father. His father is like, oh, you fucking thought, you little bitch, huh? You thought you could best me? You thought you could vote me out? Well, guess what? I am the one who knocks. Anyways, yeah. What's gonna happen in Kendall's fired arc? His unemployed arc? What's going on? And that's what we're gonna find out in the next episode. Before we move to the Discord, let's take a look at the Reddit real quick. I hope that was a good enough recap. He did the Reiya, you're done. Exactly. You're done. You're done. You're done. Let's see. Meanwhile, Logan arrives to Washington to meet with the president, but he worries he's been snubbed following last-minute cancellation. Oh yeah, Logan also leaves the president waiting on the phone. They're like, oh yeah, Mr. President, Logan Ray's able to speak with you. And then he's like waiting on the phone. Logan's like literally just like tossing the ball in his hand. Because the president kept him waiting. And so he's like, yeah, fuck that. I want to show him who's the real boss. Because I run the news network. So I run the truth. I run the truth because I own media. You're done, Mr. President. You're done. Even Boomi is doing it now. It's so good. You're done. So Gabriel, welcome. Let's see. And oh yeah, after successfully thwarting a potential scandal, you know, because Greg was chopping it up, he did all the shredding of the documents. Tom is like, hey, I'm gonna show you how to be rich, buddy. Yeah, I don't eat at California Pizza Kitchen like you do. So he takes him to eat like this whole fried bird, an ortolan. Here it is. That's what it looks like, if you didn't know. It's a real thing. They just get the whole bird and they fry it, and that's literally how they eat it, not just in the show but in real life. And I think people say, like, they say that the rumor was it to like hide the shame, but I think it was really just to, like, you know, spit out the bones in a way that's like not disgusting. But I feel like it makes it like a lot more ominous. It looks very demonic to eat bird like that. But I think they spit out the fine bones without, like, you know, making it nasty for the people sitting at their table. Let's take a look at some of the comments. Oh yeah. Wow. Greg. Oh, there's two things about Greg. While Greg was, oh gosh, what was I trying to say? In one of the episodes, I think it was episode 4, right? Because Tom had the idea, what if I do a press conference and we like shed the light out and just be like, hey, this happened and we're gonna take action and this sucks and we're really sorry, right? And then he's like, who told Jerry? Because Jerry came up to me and was like, yeah, if we're thinking about doing a press conference, don't do it. And Tom's like, okay, who told you? She's like, let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, I fucked your mom. And she leaves, right? And Tom's like, who told her? I've only told 2 people. I've only told Shiv and I've only told Greg. So he goes up to Greg. He's like, oh, did you fucking snitch, huh? You told? Greg's like, no, I would never do that to you, Tom. So the entire time he's thinking Shiv told. He thinks Shiv told Jerry. But then you see at the end of the episode, Jerry goes up to Greg and she's like, hey, you should keep talking. That was really good. You did a good thing over there by talking to me, and thank you. Greg, that little snake, right? And then in this episode, in episode 6, Greg tells Tom that his grandpa is in town. But I mean, this one's like a lot less intentionally sneaky. Well, okay, so Tom thinks that they've thwarted a scandal, but he doesn't know that Greg did another sneaky thing, which was make copies of the incriminating evidence. And then Greg, he also hangs out with Tom, but he's really full. He's like, oh yeah, my grandpa's in town because there's going to be like a vote against like Logan or something, like a vote of no confidence. I don't know what that means. Tom's like, oh shit, like that's tea. By the way, I got to make a phone call. Kendall Ewan's in town because he's going to vote for Logan in the vote of no confidence. So Greg, he's already here kind of playing a little bit of a major role. Not as like a character, but like as like how the events are unfolding. Greg, he's in the background, but he's like kind of pushing some dominoes, you know? Anyways, let's take a look at some of the comments and then let's hop into the Discord and watch episodes 7 and 8. Let's see. Also, fuck Roman. What a sniveling, weak coward. +1. Hard agree. That was really pathetic. The way that he just like kind of shrunk down. You could tell he like kind of wanted to raise his hand, and then Logan was like, "You better be fucking sniffing your armpit." I'm like, dude. No wonder why these kids ended up so fucked up. You can tell just the way that like Logan belittles and bullies them. Awful. Awful. It's a wonder that these kids have any sense of like even just like a smidge of self-esteem at all. I think Roman's got like the worst of it though. But you could also tell Shiv's like handling with Tom wanting to plan the wedding, and like honestly any sort of intimacy with Tom feels you can see like where she's broken at too. Like she's not into like all of that like gushy stuff. She's like, dude, Tom, it's just a wedding. He's like, oh, but it's our wedding. Like, what do you mean it's just a wedding? To Tom, he really values like what the moment is, but Shiv is just like, oh, it's just another thing that I have to do, which I think is interesting. Let's see. A lot of hate in here towards Kendall, but his handling of the situation and how he choked under pressure. Oh, a lot of hate in here towards Kendall and his handling of the situation and how he choked under pressure. I think a lot of it is misplaced. At the end of the day, he needed to go out to Long Island. He knew that a couple of the yeses weren't solid and felt that he needed to firm up on one final possible swing vote. As it turned out, that vote was, or would have been, the difference. There's no way he could have predicted a terrorist attack right when he was coming back. Yeah, that was like kind of very coincidental. Let's see. And he still sprinted out of the tunnel, composed himself, and delivered what I thought was a well thought out argument against his own father. He had all of the votes, but it was Roman who absolutely cracked under pressure, agreed, and all he had to do was say one word, double agreed. I'm assuming Logan will find out about Roman being part of this, and it will come back to bite him. All in all, definitely the best episode so far. Safe to say, I'm completely hooked now. Oh, that's what I love to hear, even though this was 7 years ago. But, like, you know, I think Kendall, I do agree with this. I think Kendall did, like, everything that he could have done to try and secure the votes to oust his father. But, unfortunately, Roman, he didn't follow through. So that would be a very interesting premise to the next episode. Let me go ahead and read that out loud for you guys, and then we could go into the Discord. I will meet you in there in the Discord. Actually, let me go ahead and start the event too. Oh, I gotta open Discord. Succession Season 1 Episode 7. This one, I've said this many times, it's my favorite episode. Wait, this is Austerlitz. I thought it was... Wait. Where did they go to Prague? Is that the next episode? Is that episode 8? Oh my god, my favorite episode is episode 8. Okay, both of these episodes are really good, okay? Episode 7 and episode 8 are both really good. Okay, so episode 7, in an effort to fix his public image, Logan agrees to a family therapy session at Connor's New Mexico ranch. Shiv is pushed to join the Gil Eva's team, a potential presidential candidate who goes against everything Shiv's father stands for. Gil Evis is basically like their Bernie Sanders. He's very like Bernie Sanders coded. So yeah, next episode, Logan is like, okay, fine, I'll go to family therapy. They go to Connor's house, and Shiv is considering working for Bernie Sanders. And then in the episode after, this one's my favorite, Tom has a bachelor party to remember. Kendall eyes a new business opportunity with a pair of idealistic entrepreneurs. Roman looks to land a deal for local TV stations with his father's longtime nemesis. Shiv and Gil get ambushed during an interview. Okay, yeah, anyways. That's it from me. If you've been sitting down for as long as I have, I didn't say this earlier today, huh? Make sure you give your body a nice big stretch before our watch along. Don't forget to stay hydrated. I have some water here. Water mixed with like, I had like this much tea left, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just fill the rest of it with water. So that's why it looks disgusting, but it's not. And last but not least, treat yourself to something nice, such as 2 episodes of my favorite show ever. Well, if you want to do that, we're doing that right now. Until the Discord, you're done. Bye! All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start the event in the Discord, and we'll probably get started in like 5 minutes in there, just so I can use the bathroom and stuff. Yeah. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you guys in there soon. Bye bye.